I'm not going to deal with the intro because we're going to do Clarey tests. We got two. Hi, Aaron. Return Clarey test customer here, so this will be quick. I know it's sports ball. I'd like you to do a Clarey test request on Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys since 1989, and first head coach he hired, Jimmy Johnson. But there is some Cowboy or football. Jimmy Jones, Jeffy Johnson, Jabby Jabby, Jooby Dooby, Jacob Johnson, Jabby Jab, Jooby Doo. Like, oh yeah, go get JJ and BJ and JJ and JB. I couldn't care less. All right, let's look up Jerry Jones. Usually the owners and the coaches are somewhat cool. Jerry Jones, born 1982, American businessman who is the owner, president, and general manager of the Dallas Cowboys National Football League since Cappy was just barely pubescent. Early life. Jones was born in Los Angeles, California. Family moved back to North Little Rock, Arkansas, 1945. Parents owned two branches of Pat's Supermarket in the Rose City neighborhood. Jones was a running back, bro. The North Little Rock High School. Graduated in 1960. Had a nice smile and an all-American guy. So he came from wealth. Point against it. After graduation, parents moved to Springfield, Missouri, where Pat was president and chairman of the Modern Security Life Association. Wait, so is that his dad? Who's his dad? His parents? Pat's Supermarket. Company which advertisement billed as a 1 in a million company, saw its assets increase to 400. First statement is okay. So this is his dad. Okay. All right. So he was like the proto dude, bro. Dad was rich. All right, son. Everyone had a nice chiseled chin. Oh, there you go, boy. Here's a new car. Although it seems like this guy made something of himself, son. Saw its assets increase from $440,000 in its first debate in 61 to $6.2 million in 65. After graduating from the University of Arkansas, Gerald W. Jones was listed as an executive vice president. Gerald? Is that Jerry? Is that Jerry? Let me know, Wikipedia people. Is that Jerry? Getting cute, huh? With the success of the company, the Joneses assembled a 5,500-acre Buena Vista Ranch east of Springs, Rogerville, Missouri, and it was like around 71 after selling the insurance company, a couple carved out 400 acres. All right, he came from wealth. He's under the boomer clause if any degree was a good degree. I don't know what his degree was in, though. He obviously put it to use. I mean, he's a spoiled brat. There's no doubt of that. Where he's a member of Kappa Sigma fraternity. He was co-captain of the Arkansas 1964 National Championship football team. Lineman, boo. Now, here we go through all the things he won. Jones is one of the very small NFL owners that has significant level of success as a football player. Well, good for him. They do earn it. The athletes do earn it. All you middle-aged men who eat wings and sexually fantasize about these football players and wear their jerseys, that you guys don't earn it, but these guys do earn it. He borrowed $1 million from Hoffa's Teamsters, opened up a string of Shakey's Pizza Parlor restaurants. When that venture failed, Jones was given a job with his father's insurance company. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. He received a master's degree in business after starting on successful business ventures. So he was like Trump. Or like George Bush Jr., like, Daddy, can I have money? It didn't work. Daddy, can I have more money? It didn't work. Daddy, can I have money? It didn't work. Like, inevitably, you get like Trump and you get enough money printer go burr and low interest rates, and then your real estate investments accelerate past your interest rate. 89, he purchased the Cowboys from H.R. Burn Bright, $140 million. Soon after the purchase, he fired longtime coach Tom Landry, to the point the only coach in the team's history, favorite teammate, Arkansas, Jimmy Johnson. A few years later, he fired longtime general Tex Schramm. Honest, look, I'm all for Texas and America. You all sound like a bunch of douchebags with those names. Jimmy Jessup, Jessup Jones, Jeffy Jones, Joey Jeff, Jebediah, Jeb Bush. Y'all drink your Bush beer. America. Criticism, I don't care. I don't care. And he's still working. All right, let's go through this trust fund baby. He came from wealth. He didn't major in stupid stuff, but he probably did. Does he have any real world working experience? I guess he does, finally managing, but there should be a big asterisk that this guy never worked for the mailroom up. He just kept gambling with Teamsters money, daddy's money, and then he finally got lucky. So is that real? No, that's not real work. No, I'm making a decision. This man has no real working experience. I don't care that by accident, it's like Obama. Obama just like lived off of his white grandmother and then went for pilot. And then all of a sudden, the first real job Barack Obama ever had was the president of the United States. It's quite literally a true statement. And that is no joke of a job. I know it's government work, but that's a double time job. And so now that he actually has to manage, yes, there is actual work, but this guy never worked a day in his life. Daddy, yeah, what is it, Jer? All right, little Jerry Jer. You's a good boy. You's a good boy, Jer. You gonna make that money. Here's some more money now. Oh, you put it on red and it came up black. I'm sorry. Here's some more money. You's a good boy. You got your master's degree. You threw the ball good. Although, speaking of real work, though, if he was playing football, that's real work. Boy, that is real work. You know what? I'm going to only give him half a point. So he gets a point against him for coming from wealth. He should get a full point against him for just daddy. But then there was some real work that came in. If he was, that gym is real. That's hard manual labor. That's what that is. And then he does have to manage the company. He's still doing it to this day. And then he doesn't get a point on that one either. So I'm going to give him half a point on that. So he got wealth, half a point. We don't have to worry about the degree because that's the thing. What's he doing? I'm still working. All right, so he doesn't get a point for that. So that's a point and a half. So that's a pretty good score. Now, would I want to have a beer with this guy? Absolutely not. I don't have beers with spoiled little brats. I don't have beers with inferior minds. And this guy might be, I don't care what he did. Like growing up, didn't have to work. Like compare him to Atham. I know Atham. Like, oh, who would compare anyone to? Oh God, Atham. I know. But Atham worked hard, went through hell his entire life. You are forced to become a philosopher. You are forced to work through life. Like you'll have a good conversation with Atham. He'll have his pipe. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's true, man. And you could talk about economics and philosophy and the importance of humans and family and all that. This guy, I borrowed more money from my daddy, and I threw a ball good. I think, this yellow highlighter is going to be more intelligent and interesting than talking to Gerald Jones. And the other thing, you manage a football team. I couldn't care less. I really couldn't care less about it. Some people might find that interesting. I'm sure the business aspect, like Moneyball or whatever that movie was, that might be interesting. Dude, bro, did that group of guys throw the sphere better than the other group of guys? Great. Remember that time that one famous guy on that team with the certain color jerseys did the other thing against the other guys back in 1983? Whoa, bro. Let's go watch SportsCenter talk about that 10 times over. No, I absolutely do not want to have a beer with this individual. I'd rather play with the dog. And then should he run for office? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All he knows is other people's money and to gamble until he gets lucky. This guy does not know what running a real business or running a real enterprise or being a steward of other people's money, which is what you're going to be if you're a politician, essentially. He'd just be like Trump, money printer, go burr. I'm Jerry Jones. Do that women jabba groovy. Get me from sport. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. Is he the type that tells stories? Because now he's old. He gives you that old man wisdom. Let me tell you, guy came up to me back in 77. That's when I failed my 19th venture. And daddy gonna get me more money from the team. Is that? And he looked at me and he said, son, Texas cactus ain't like an Arkansas cactus, but they do both grow out of the ground. And that made me think, yeah, he right about that. Is this one of the stories that we get? And all the dumb dude bros like, yeah, man, right. We all come out of ground. All come out of ground, right? Yeah, ball for sports. And no, this trust fund baby should not be running for any type of public office. Just let him have his team. Okay, let him have his team. Now the other one, he hired Jimmy Jones, Jacob Jones, Jacob Johnson, Jimmy Jew, Jabby Jabber. But he won 13 football or Super Bowl. I don't care. Where is it where he started firing everybody? Business ventures. Jimmy Johnson. Now, is he military? Or did the United States Air Force just give him a jacket and he could? All right. James William Johnson, 1943, is an American football coach and sports analyst. Johnson served as head football coach at the collegiate level from 79 to 88 in the National Football League for 9 seasons. He is the first head football coach to win both a collegiate football national championship and the Super Bowl, achieving the former with Miami and the later, what the hell was that? With the Dallas Cowboys. Johnson held his first head football coaching position in Oklahoma State, 84, guided team 2 years, returned 96. I was always still alive. A relatively young guy when he did that. Okay, early life. Johnson attended high school at Thomas Jefferson High School, known as Memorial High School in Port Arthur, Texas. His high school, he was classmate of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Janis Joplin. Oh, she had a great career, didn't she? Johnson played football as a defensive lineman, University of Arkansas. That's probably where he met the other guy. He helped lead the Razorbacks national championship. He was named an All-Southwest Conference team. Additionally, he was named the Razorbacks All-Decade Team 1960. Years later, inducted. He has nice hair. Hall of Fame 88. During his time in Arkansas, he played with future Dallas Cowboy owner Jerry Jones. It began his assistant coaching career in Louisiana Tech in 1965. So he went right to coaching after playing college football. Well, this is the problem with football. Like, you never learn about their youth or what their degrees were. Became a coach. It's time for his family starting quarterback. Jimmy helped recruit high school quarterback Terry Bradshaw. Wow, a lot of names here. Assistant coach, high school, assistant, state Wichita, Johnny Majors, Boobadoo, St. 3, coach. Coach and real work. I suppose that's real. I'll give it to him. I don't see anything about him having daddy and mommy just giving him money. Coaching. All coaching. In 1999, Johnson resigned as Dolphin head coach, citing burnout. He reversed his decision in one day. Marino and Johnson strain plead. Dolphins, boo, flash to cliff, Miami faded from 7-1 down the stretch. That briefly followed, blah. Johnson resigned the day of the game. Marino, retirement. Okay, so he retired in 99? No. 9 times? 9 times. All right, so 2000. How old was he in 2000? 43. 57. Do we do the math right on that? Yeah, 57. Okay. It's a long career. Is there an after retirement? What do you do after television career? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I recognize the face now. They go and analyze the other people throwing the ball. Commercials, Procter and Gamble, public television, fame induction. What's his background though? So he wasn't in the military. They just gave him a jacket. Kind of curious what he studied, though that's irrelevant because he makes it under the boomer clause. Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, Speakers Bureau. See, his football career will overshadow his childhood. Sign your 4 contract. I think he's still working, isn't he? Like, I recognize that face. He's on the television show. So he's done real work. So he's got real work. The only thing is like his early life. Jimmy Johnson biography, famous people. Oh, good. We got his astrology sign. That's real important. We have that there. Early childhood. Carbonation of football. Nothing about his folks. I'm just going to assume he didn't come from Jimmy Johnson, United States is James Johnson, football coach, Johnson Football League. Celebrates his birth sign is Libra. Parents, all right. C.W. Johnson is his dad. Port Arthur, belongs to American nationality and white ethnicity. Really? C.W. Johnson, Aline Johnson. All right, let's try this. C.W. Johnson, Aline Johnson. Okay. We get a Instagram star, Aline Johnson. OnlyFans. Honest to God. Elaine. You spelled it wrong, Aaron. Lane. See, okay, so here's the obituary. His father unfortunately passed away. She 90 passed away. The Tomball Regional Medical Center, native of Arkansas, 65 years, served National Guard, employed superintendent of Townsend Dairy, and was former owner of Johnson's Mobile Service Station, preceded death by his wife, Elaine, and his brother, sister, survived by his daughter, Bill Hodges, sons, my friend, and Jimmy, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that he was just in charge of a gas station, it sounds like. So, yeah, it sounds like Jimmy Johnson just a true All-American, not, Daddy! Let's start another business. You couldn't throw the ball like him. You're right. You're right. I couldn't throw the ball like him. Oh, darn. So Jimmy Johnson, I'm going to assume, didn't come from wealth. His degree doesn't matter. You know, and there's that thing. If you're an athlete, that's hard work. And then he was a coach for the rest of his life. And then went on the television show. He's still alive today. Yeah, you know what? I'd say he's got a perfect score. Yeah, perfect score. Would like to have a beer with him? Probably. I don't know. Be the greatest conversation. Should he run for office? Yeah, he could run for office if he wanted to. Yeah. I mean, I can't help it. He's the better man between the two we just did the test on. I can't help it. He's the only man between the two we did the test on. Oh, nepotism and trust fund babies. You're so cute. All right. Are there any $100 super chats? Because I am really effing busy. No, there is not. See you guys later. Toodles.